Hello Taurus, Taurus Rising, and Taurus Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card forecast for the week starting October 31st, 2016. And remember guys, I do already have monthly horoscopes, monthly astrology, for November already up, so if you do want to check those out, there's a big old playlist on the main channel page if you want to have a refresher or check those out, of course. And if you'd like to ever get a session with me outside of just the general YouTube horoscopes and things like that, you can always go to my website, integrativemysticism.com, to schedule an appointment or order a downloadable video file for something a bit more unique to your situation. So, what is going on with the astrology this week? Well, we do have on Wednesday the moon in Sagittarius in your 8th house of intimacy and shared resources and self-employment income, forming a tight conjunction with Saturn, currently in the same area. And there's a sort of a unifying theme when it comes to the moon and Saturn coming together. We're talking about a culprit or I guess you could say an obstacle being revealed that either may be the elephant in the room, we already know what it is, or it could be something secret, it could be something out of nowhere. And typically when we see the this kind of angle in the intimacy or the shared resources sector, we're talking about things that we actually already share with our partner, what is not being used correctly, or what is being taken advantage of. Now, this might not necessarily be in a nefarious thing, but, our partner could be taking advantage of, some perks that we give them. This might not be a romantic partner, this could be a coworker, or a business partner, or a VIP client. But we do need to kind of pay attention to where, again, the culprit is in this situation, because they will be revealed midweek. On Thursday, we have Venus in the same area, in this lovely intimacy sector, forming a powerful trine to Uranus in your 12th house. And this is definitely talking more about the intimacy and more romantic side of things. And this does talk about an opportunity to explore or live out a fantasy that you may have, wanted to explore with a partner. This is where things get a little 18 and up, a little PG-13. It's one of those angles. And I think that this might actually be a really good opportunity to bring that closeness in to your partnership if you're there, or if you're not with a partner right now. This might bring or manifest an opportunity to go out and meet somebody that you can enjoy that fantasy with. Financially, this can also show up as a secret opportunity to drum up some cash away from prying eyes. This would be not something that you would probably, want to share with the rest of the workforce if you are on a team. This is just for you. So, that aside, what is going on with your cards this week? Well, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Green Man. And this is always talking about a need to focus on indulgence a little bit. The Green Man is talking about celebrating, indulging in yourself. And again, when we talk about fantasy, we talk about, desire, things like that. As long as they're not all-consuming, if we can indulge desire without desire becoming dependency or obsession, it's actually a very healthy thing. And with the Green Man, we're talking about an opportunity to, again, actually indulge in oneself independently this week, or again, in a small group or with a partner. This could be a great opportunity for actually being able to indulge even an artistic fantasy or a work fantasy this week, because it is talking about increasing the health of your interest or your bond with those areas as well. So it's definitely talking about a lot of need to be heeding that call when it comes up this week. Don't be too passive, don't wait to actually enjoy yourself. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the Two of Pentacles inverted. And this card can actually be a bit of a relief when it's here, because the Two of Pentacles inverted does talk about the release of something that may be taking up too much time, taking up too much money, or just plain tedious when it comes to your work life. This can indicate some challenges for those of you who are in authority positions, however, because there may be an awkward point where you have to write up or possibly even let somebody go. But the Two of Pentacles inverted is talking about clearing away unnecessary problematic people and problematic obligations as well. Financially, the Two of Pentacles inverted can show up where an opportunity to close an existing obligation or connection that has been pulling money away from you will be presented to you this week as well. For your communications with air, when it comes to messages you get from others, friends, relatives, people who are not necessarily romantically involved or professionally involved with you, but you know, the village, we do have the Page of Cups upright. And this is actually a really interesting card because it does talk about somebody close to you, whether it be a neighbor or somebody in your friendship group, trying to make strides to get closer to you this week. This could be with romantic intentions, or this could just be somebody who kind of has, you know, that sort of man crush or woman crush, you know, and just wants to actually be better friends. And I like that for you with the Page of Cups upright, because the Page of Cups is talking about a need to have a bit more of that, you know, that simple social intimacy, regardless of the nature of the connection. And with the Page of Cups upright, this person may even come with some kind of gift or tribute to you as well. For your challenge this week with fire, Taurus, we do have the Five of Pentacles upright. This card is probably I would say it's a fairly ugly challenge. Let's just not sugarcoat it. We don't go to Scarlet Moon for sugarcoating. The Five of Pentacles can talk a lot about a need to pay attention to where you have been, you know, maybe we'll just borrow from the imagery from the card, feeling a bit out in the cold, feeling left out, but also feeling loss and possibly a need to pay attention to where, you know, you do have opportunities to ask for help or to make the first move. This is also going to bring up a point, I think, that could hit a little bit far from home. Maybe it's time to focus on your, you know, what has gotten too far from home. You know, have we stopped reaching out? Or have we done too much shutting out or shutting down? You know, sometimes we do that when we don't want to deal with people or we don't want to deal with other people's issues and we've got our own, we accidentally turn down way too many times, and then they stop calling, or then they stop checking in. Luckily, the Five of Pentacles says we have an opportunity to remedy this week if we're willing to take up that cup. Very, very polar this week. We got good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. For your emotions with water in your romantic life, we have the Justice card upright. Very, very beautiful card, and a very nice, good, positive card to end the reading on, because the Justice card upright does talk about an opportunity to actually make something solid, get something official, get something set in stone, and to make a promise that will be kept. It will not be broken. And this could be between you and a crush. This could be an opportunity to uplift a relationship into, you know, more officialhood status if you've just been dating, or even actually getting some kind of pact or promise between you and an existing partner to, you know, that will stand the test of time. This is also one of the few cards that I will mention the opportunity for exploring a karmic relationship with. They're not, these things are not passed out like candy, like mainstream spirituality would have you believe. And with the Justice card upright, it's a unique opportunity to either meet somebody with whom you have that karmic bond, or to explore some relationship karma with an existing partner. So that might also be something that's on the menu for you. So that is your forecast, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you would like to get a session, you can always follow the links below or go to integrativemysticism.com.